exploring a freshwater canal in Florida. I am fascinated with the explosion of wildlife found here. The alligators here are healthy, and I've encountered a clutch of babies, and the mother deep in a culvert. We thought the day was over. We're headed home, and we just seen a massive alligator. Oh my God, he is massive. I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild. With only a few hours of daylight left, I continue my search for wildlife in these man-made canals. The day has been incredible. We have located a clutch of healthy baby alligators. A really good sign, and even got a look at the mom, deep inside a culvert. We just came to this other canal and we seen an alligator, and he's far, far away and he's cruising. I'm gonna do my best to get close to him, but I don't know, he's far away and he's moving. And there's a lot of hydrilla down here, very hard to track. But I definitely wanna get a good look at him. The alligator is still on the move. This dense jungle I'm swimming through is made of hydrilla, a non-native plant that is choking many of Florida's waterways and lakes. But it also makes a great place for big alligators to completely disappear. And fish love to hide in it. The alligator is now turned back and is headed under a tree alongside the bank. I dive down, hug the bottom, using the hydrilla for cover, and glide right up below him. Carefully, I reach up from below, but he explodes away before I touch him. Swimming only a few yards and stops in the weeds near the shore. I want to get a closer look at this alligator. He is only about 7 feet long, but he could inflict terrible damage. I crawl through the hydrilla and once again manage to sneak directly underneath him. But this alligator will have none of it. As I touch him, he shoots away and heads for the hydrilla forest. Alligators are beautiful swimmers. I decide to approach the alligator one more time. I gently lift him by the shoulders and swim him to the surface before he hisses and breaks away. This is a very healthy young alligator.
nice gentle lift from the bottom up. At the end, I heard his temperament go off. He hissed, popped his mouth open, and it was time to let go. But it did a real gentle lift on him. We're headed home, and we just seen a massive alligator. This is a very dangerous animal. Very dangerous alligator. He's just enormous, man. He's a 1,000-pounder. I go, cuete, he's coming at us. You'll never make it on shore. That alligator sees you turn and run, you're perfect prey for him. He will kill you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed that alligator will take you down.
Exploring Florida's canal system. I feel like an underwater version of Tom Sawyer. You never know what is around the next bend. It could be exciting adventure or serious danger. I continue exploring the hydrilla. It's so dense, anything can hide in it. And the bank is a tangled mat of branches and weeds. But as I break out of the hydrilla, I spot a small slider turtle racing for safety. He dives into the wispy green algae for cover, but I manage to grab him.
This is a yellow belly slider turtle. It's a juvenile, pretty small one. Native species. This is excellent alligator food. It's got protein, calcium it needs for his bones, for his teeth, for his scutes. So the alligator's teeth are designed actually for crushing turtles. That's one of the main things about the alligator. He's got a more powerful jaw than a crocodile because it needs to eat these critters. This turtle is not as muscular as a soft shell. It's more a vegetarian species. It eats a lot of vegetation, and it's nowhere near as powerful. Usually they hardly ever bite. This one particularly, like all animals, have different personalities. It's usually a pretty harmless turtle. Right. So let it swim away.
These are giant Asian grass carp. They were brought here to control the algae and hydrilla. But instead, they just multiply like crazy. They make a good-sized meal for an alligator. This carp is having some issues, and will definitely get picked off by the first alligator that comes by. Wow, a school of chub. Another saltwater fish that you would never expect to see in fresh water. As we reach the end of this section, we come to a few culverts, and I just have to see what's in them. They aren't very wide, not much going on in this one. As I check each culvert, I am disappointed. This seems like the perfect place to see something amazing. But amazing things often happen in the most ordinary places. would you do if you were confronted with a giant alligator that decided you were lunch?
We thought the day was over. We're headed home, and we just seen a massive alligator.
I am soon dealing with something never before caught on TV. An actual attack by a 14-foot monster alligator.
Oh my God! He is massive!
I am exploring a section of Florida's vast canal system. They are extremely dangerous to swim in, and they're also a mad scientist's dream. Like a giant test tube, hundreds of native and non-native species are thriving together here. I want to know how it affects the top predators. How are the alligators adapting to this new reality? But I have to constantly be on guard. Even I can become prey here.
We thought the day was over. We're headed home, and we just seen a massive alligator. I'm gonna go in the boquete and see if I can locate him and under the forest down there. This alligator is big. It may be 13, 14 feet long. All I know is enormous. This back was this wide. He dove under, and I'm gonna see if I can locate him.
We swim across the canal, carefully watching for any signs of the monster. And then, like a ghost, he begins to materialize. He has left the bank and is facing directly at us. What you're seeing is no joke. He is about to mount a full attack. As he continues to move closer, he is arching his back as a threat. As he sinks below the surface, I dive all the way to the bottom, get below him, and grab him by the shin. This stops the attack, but now I have a dinosaur on my hands. Suddenly, he kicks me in the chest and barrels away. This animal may be the largest alligator I have ever seen. He glides to a stop near the bank.
This is a very dangerous animal. Very dangerous alligator. He's just enormous, man. He's a 1,000-pounder.
He is against the bank, facing uphill. A very dangerous position for me to approach. I take a moment to pet his head. For me, this is like counting coup on this lethal killer.
You saw when I was petting him? You got that when I petted him?
To get a better look at him, I need to move him away from the bank. So I try to lift him by his scoots. But he feels like a ton of lead.
He's not even budging. I'm touching him. He's not even budging. He's just sitting there like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
The idea of this dinosaur living in a canal besides the road sends shudders down my spine. Never let your family swim in these canals. I have just been attacked by a 14-foot alligator, possibly the largest alligator I have ever seen. We captured the initial attack in all its glory. This is the face of death.
This is a very dangerous animal. Very dangerous alligator. He's just enormous, man. He's a 1,000-pounder. You're somebody out here. You don't know what you're doing. You go for a swim. That alligator comes at you. You turn around and go for a run. Try to make it to shore. You'll never make it on shore. That alligator sees you turn and run. You're perfect prey for him. He will kill you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed that alligator will take you down. What I do is, as soon as he's coming at me, I stop a minute, and that gives him the brakes, and then it gives you a moment to materialize. I always, if an alligator comes at me, always go underneath and push up on his head. But do not try this at home. This is extremely dangerous. I'm thankful to God that I got all my limbs today.
The monster alligator is lying still on the bottom. But this time, as I approach him, he bolts away, looking like a moving monster as he moves through the hydrilla. This guy is absolutely enormous. We continue to follow him through the hydrilla, but he suddenly disappears completely into the jungle below. We continue to look for the monster. Then my underwater cameraman, Quete, suddenly spots him. It seems impossible to hide a 1,000-pound animal so easily.
I see him now, and I'm all cranked up. He's his tail is home.
As I dive down, I will need to get as low to the bottom as possible, get underneath his shin, and get a grip on the skin below the jaw. But will I be able to even move this huge animal? He actually lets me bring him up. Here you can see just how huge this animal is. As we reach the surface, he tears away from me and heads for the opposite bank, where the director, Robin Berg, is waiting with the camera. This is the first time he can actually see how big it is.
Oh my God! He is massive! That is a 1,000-pound alligator. He's right here, I'm walking with him.
The monster alligator slows to a stop, then looks directly at Robin, as if daring him to fall in the water.
Man, this has been incredible. We see him on the surface, he comes up, and then I go, Quete, he's coming at us. I see this enormous, you can start seeing the shadow coming up. I look above water and I see its eyeballs on the surface, and I look under and I can see him materializing, coming at us. And he's slowly, and I go, Quete, and I'm grabbing his arm, letting him know he's coming at us. And then all of a sudden he dives under like this, and then he's coming straight towards us. I get underneath him, I push up on him, all the way, and he turns around a couple times, all the way to the surface. He explodes, kicks me in the chest. When he dives over there, he gets up under the tree. I pull on his tail because I can't get him. With the position he was, if I tried to get him under him, he would have killed me. Then he took off over here, and I don't know, I got several lifts on him. It weighed a ton. I'm trying to lift him to get him to the surface. I'm pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Finally just dying. I had cramps in both legs. I finally got him to the surface. explodes. This is like 1,000-pound bomb going off, man. When that alligator hits the surface, bomb, the power this animal has. And when you see him swimming at you, and he's so intimidating. Just see him laying at the bottom with those beady eyes, looking at you like that. He is an intimidating, healthy, massive, and dangerous looking animal. And he is dangerous. Wow, unbelievable, man. And then I tried to pick him up by the scoots right here. I was petting him. I couldn't even budge him. It was like trying to move a tank. I couldn't budge him. Only when I touched his tail, he turned around. This area is unbelievable. The wildlife is incredible. The alligators are healthy. They're massive. They're just, yeah, I mean, don't swim in here. That alligator is big enough to eat a water buffalo, man. Don't even think about going in this place, man.